So I'm sure many of you guys probably saw this coming. And so with that, I say we're going to be talking about something a little bit different in today's video. Rather than showcasing to you guys the typical, a normal vehicle, talking about how well it performs, giving my honest opinion on it, instead, we're going to be talking about the more controversial thing that has happened fairly recently, and that is the changing to the battle rating system, especially for Russia. Now, this is not going to be an in detail or in depth video about the entirety of the battle rating changes. There are tons of other creators out there that went into pure detail about it. So if you guys want to check them out, all you have to do is just look up some of the bigger ones and you'll find it. Trust me, okay? So with that being said, Russia recently got a quote unquote buff or a downgrade, however you guys want to go ahead and view it, to their top tier lineup, effectively making it so that Russia no longer has a true top tier lineup. Now, I know what you guys are probably thinking, that I'm saying that 10.3 isn't top tier, and you may as well be right. I personally don't really believe that 10.3 is truly top tier. But let's be honest here, 10.3 gets sucked into 10.7 almost every single time. So I like to view it more or less as a placebo tier, but that's not what I want to get into. Instead, I want to get into two big problems. And the first one being compression, which I'll get more into detail about in just a quick moment. The second one being the down tiers. That's right, you have a nation with about 8 vehicles between 9.7 and now 10.3 that fire the top tier APFSDS, the 3BM 42 Mango round and the 3BM 42M Lacalo round, which are very capable shells. And then you pair that with a vehicle that has decent protection, okay mobility, and very good optics, and at times even thermal sights. I mean, the terms, the T90A and the T72B3 have some of the best thermal sights in the game paired with the best optics. And you take all those vehicles and you bring them down to battle rating 9.3. Maybe not on the daily, but occasionally you'll fight XM1s, AMX 30 Supers, okay, maybe 9.0, but if they bring them up to 9.3, Leopard 2Ks, AMX 40s, etc. You have what is basically the introduction to top tier, and you give them a crash course, which may seem all fun and good, but let's be honest here. That's more or less going to dissuade players from actually playing it. It's happening in ARB right now, where 8.7 Aviation just doesn't want to play anymore because they'll always be paired up against vehicles that have R60s, are Mach 2 capable fighters, etc., or mostly Mach 1. And it kind of happens the same here in this battle rating, where a lot of players will just not want to really play that, which means that we're only going to be playing against top tier and mostly ruining 9.3, 9.7. But I'm not saying that's true. I'm not saying that's actually happening right now, but there's a good possibility of it maybe happening. And that's what I really fear as a player. And the second thing too is compression. Yes, this highlights the necessity to decompress the battle ratings as they currently stand right now. Now, hear me out. I know you guys are probably hearing me regurgitate a lot of stuff a lot of other creators are saying, but hear me out, okay? I understand the reasoning behind Gaijin for not introducing a higher battle rating, okay? More queue time or longer queue times. Trust me, I play in Sim. I know how long queue times can really get, okay? Sometimes we're waiting half an hour just for a game. We're gonna get our butts kicked in, okay? And so I understand it. Is it something that really carries too much weight? Not really, not at least in my opinion. I would rather wait an extra minute or two to get into a proper balanced game and not have to ruin many players' experiences. I'm sure many of you guys like to do that. I personally do not. And that also brings up another interesting thing or a reasoning behind the changes to 10.3 from 10.7. And that's because of the Leopard 2A6, along with the M1A2's new APFSDS, the M829A1, and the Leopard's DM53, which, let's be honest here, they completely spanked the living hell out of Russia at pretty much every distance. And don't get me wrong, I enjoyed that myself, and I still do to this day. But let's be honest here, it's something that was really good to see happen because the Russians, for the longest time with their K-52s, K-50, as well as the T-90, T-72B3, etc., they were enjoying a long time of, I guess, owning top tier. So having them be destroyed quite thoroughly the way they have right now has been a bit of a pleasure. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. I am a Russian main as well. So trust me when I say it was a little disheartening to see, but it was also nice to introduce a little bit of a challenge. But there's still way more to it than just that. So with that being said, I kind of got out what I wanted to say. Do I agree with Gaijin doing this stuff, just continuously compressing the battle ratings? No, I really don't. And in fact, it's something that needs to be addressed. However, we as a player base, more than us being as content creators, we need to keep things civil and be able to, I guess, conversate to them our problems in the form of civil posts and just, I guess, being nice. Okay, I understand the frustration. Trust me, I'm getting there too, okay? But we don't need to show so much negativity because it won't help anything out in the long run. And as someone who's been playing this game for coming on 6 years now, trust me when I say negativity does not go very far. So keep in mind what you say and do on those forums, assuming they don't pull those posts away from you. But that's besides the point. So with all that being said, I want to know what you guys think. Is compression really a big issue? Is it something that needs to be addressed very soon? Or maybe you just don't care and you're just playing the game and you're having fun seal clubbing whoever the hell you want and just enjoying yourself. Feel free to let me know down in the comment section below, guys. Please keep things civil. And I hope to see you guys in another normal video, not a ranty one. And hopefully you guys don't view me any differently today. So with that being said, I'll see you guys not only in the next video or even the streams, but in War Thunder itself. Until next time.